1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has arrived in Tashkent on a two-day official visit to hold talks with Uzbek leadership on bilateral relations and regional situation. Pakistan's ambassador to Uzbekistan says Prime Minister's visit to Tashkent will uplift bilateral relationship to strategic partnership. Two security personnel embraced martyrdom in a terrorist attack in Khudabakhsh Bazaar near Pasni, Balochistan today. Washington-based international Christian group has severely criticized India for its anti-conversion laws that have deprived minorities of their religious freedom. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has arrived in Tashkent on a two-day official visit to Uzbekistan. He is accompanied by Minister of Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmad, Minister for Maritime Affairs Ali Haider Zaidi, National Security Advisor Moeed Yusuf and Atif Khan. Talks between the leadership of two countries will cover the entire gamut of bilateral relations with a particular focus on trade, economy and connectivity. The leaders will also exchange views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. The Prime Minister's visit carries special significance, particularly in respect of bilateral and regional trade, regional connectivity and defence cooperation. Pakistan's ambassador to Uzbekistan, Syed Ali Asad Gilani, says Prime Minister Imran Khan's two-day official visit to Uzbekistan is of strategic level that will uplift bilateral relationship to strategic partnership. In an interview, he said several agreements and MOUs will be signed between the two countries during the visit. He said a joint declaration will also be signed that will set the future direction of the bilateral relationship. The ambassador said Uzbekistan wants access to the world through Pakistani seaports, while Pakistan intends to enhance its exports to Central Asia and Europe through Uzbekistan. Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar has asked the people to follow COVID-related SOPs and get themselves vaccinated as soon as possible. In a tweet today, he expressed concerns over increase in the inflow of COVID patients in hospitals. He said the Indian variant has caused devastation in countries in the region. Two security personnel, including a captain, embraced martyrdom when terrorists targeted the security forces using an improvised explosive device in Khudabakhsh Bazaar near Pasni. The martyred personnel were identified as Captain Afan Masood and Sipai Babar Zaman. The statement said such cowardly acts by inimical elements backed by hostile intelligence agencies cannot sabotage the hard-earned peace and prosperity in Balochistan. Pakistan has expressed deep grief and sorrow over the tragic incident of fire at a hospital in Nasiriyah, Iraq. In a statement, Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry extended condolences to the government and people of Iraq on the loss of precious lives and injuries caused to many in the incident. He said Pakistan stands with brotherly Iraq in this hour of grief. Washington-based International Christian Concern Group has asked the United States to impose sanctions on India for its anti-conversion laws, which have deprived the minorities of their religious freedom. In a report, the group called upon the U.S. State Department to prioritize repeal of anti-conversion laws in its bilateral conversations with India and pressurize Modi government to stop violence against religious minorities. The report also called for U.S. monitoring of Hindu extremism in America, which, through various organizations, maintain close ties to Hindutva organizations across India and advocate for Hindutva policies and ideologies. Iran has warned that it could enrich uranium to the level required for building core of nuclear weapons, though it still wants to save the 2015 nuclear deal with world powers. Special at a cabinet meeting in Tehran, outgoing Iranian President Hassan Rouhani said uranium can be enriched to 90% purity if the reactors need it. Now, cricket. The first T20 of three-match series between Pakistan and England will be played at Nottingham tomorrow. The match will start at 10:30 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.